It's a whole new year with a whole new set of shiny objects to keep us distracted. And in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to explain why I actually told one of my newest premium members to drop Facebook ads altogether and to do this one thing instead. Now, I was a little worried because you never really know how things are going to turn out. But luckily, this has a happy ending where this one shift that I had her do actually landed her 6 high-ticket clients. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Laurel Portier, and I help digital business owners just like you optimize their videos and simple ad strategies so that they can use that as a client getting asset. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you guys through a strategy that might work for some of you guys who aren't quite ready for Facebook ads. Now, this client, she was a part of this big coaching program. Now, I'm not going to mention any names, but this is a very popular coaching program that teaches Facebook advertising to a webinar, to a phone call to sell a high ticket offer. Okay. Now, just a little backstory on my new premium member. She has been going live regularly and she was getting clients from her Facebook Lives onto phone calls, okay? So this is actually someone who was putting some of my strategies into play because she was in my $7 program. Now, whenever I got on our actual call, because my premium program comes with a one-on-one strategy call, as I was going through all of her actual roadmaps of what this coaching program had her put in place and told her that organic was just a waste of time, she slowed down on her organic stuff and she started putting all of her money into Facebook advertising. Now, this is one of the things that's a little bit dangerous. Like, a lot of these coaching programs will tell you that their way is the best way. They don't look at where you are now and how successful you are now, because this person was successful at using Facebook Lives and getting people onto a phone call. But then when she joined their program, again, they convinced her that her way was the long way of doing things and that she needed to actually put this webinar in place. And so on this call, I was like, let's take a look at what you're doing, because what I do on these premium calls is when people come into my program, I don't know whether or not Facebook advertising is for them. YouTube advertising might be for them. And I encompass all of that inside my premium. And so as I was asking her, and I ask a ton of questions. You can ask my premium members. I drill them on what are they doing, what's not working, and what is working. Because we want to make sure that we are starting them from where they are, not from where the gurus are, right? Because a lot of gurus will be like, well, I do this, you should do this too. But it doesn't exactly work out that way. You know, when you see that wall of testimonials on that big box coaching program, they're only showing the highlights of successful people because their methods do work for certain people, but they're not showing you the thousands of other people who were not successful at doing that. And so what I want to make sure is when people are coming to my program, that they are actually equipped to be able to take on Facebook ads, because if you don't have the foundations before you start ads, then you're setting yourself up to fail. You're just going to start putting money on something and that's not known. And so as we were going through what was working, the one tweak that we made actually made all of the difference. We ditched her webinar just for a little bit. And then what we ended up doing was I took a look at all of her live videos and we optimized that. We optimized what was already working. I gave her a 30-day plan of action. Here's the headline that you need to do. Here's the formula. Here's this really cool stealth exercise that's going to help you get more people onto the video and feel like those people, you're talking directly to them. And that's the secret of having successful live videos, is to make the audience feel like you're talking directly to them. And that's why it's so important that your offer and your messaging are aligned with who you're talking to. That is 80% of the battle. And so with this one particular student, she was literally scrapping something that was working. It wasn't working fast, but it was working. And we never want to take away things that are working. All of us who are watching this one video right here need to come up, like, are you doing at least one thing that's making you money? If the answer to that is yes, do more of it, but optimize it so that you can get more bang for your buck. Okay, so what you need to look at is what's working right now. Like my particular client, Facebook Lives were working for her. Before she had to even spend any money on a Facebook ad strategy, we optimized her live schedule. We optimized her messaging in those lives. We optimized her offer. That is huge, okay? So optimizing your live videos, if that is the avenue that you want to take. But we always want to start where we are, or if you coach other people, let them start where they are. Let's optimize and get them that first big win, not totally scrap their entire strategy that might be working, might not be working as well as we want it to, but we need to start from there. And so I know that you guys are probably watching this video because you're waiting for the secret. The secret is, guys, start where you are and optimize what is already working for you. Because what happened to her was she started trying to optimize Facebook ads, but she was bleeding money because she ditched what was working and had to start something new that was unknown. That's called risk, right? We always want to start where we are, keep doing what's working, whether it's working a little bit, we want to keep doing that until it's reliable. Okay, we never want to ditch something that's working, even if it's just working a little bit. So as we're going into 2021 and you're going to have all of these distractions, you have Clubhouse. I know I haven't even been into a room yet. I was like one of the first people to get invited to join. It's been sitting there. I haven't even sat into a room yet. But I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but just in 2021, let's just kind of look at where are we right now? Are we doing anything that's working? How can we optimize that and push it aside and then go explore something new like Facebook ads or something new like YouTube ads? And so inside my premium program, that's what I do with my students. I don't always recommend Facebook advertising. Sometimes when people come into my premium program, it's just me and them optimizing their organic strategy each month. Because some of my premium students, they haven't even touched Facebook ads. They're rocking and rolling with their organic strategy, and we just keep optimizing that until they feel comfortable to where their organic traffic's making money. Then once we plug in that strategy, remember, Facebook advertising is just an organic strategy with money on it. It's just faster results. And so if you're not getting results with organic traffic, we need to optimize that before trying to figure out and spending thousands of dollars on what works and what doesn't work. Now, a lot of people are like, well, Laurel, I don't have a lot of time to test organic. That's cool. I'm not saying that organic is the only way. I'm just saying that if you don't have a lot of money, organic might be the best option for you. I don't know. I don't know whoever's watching this video. We haven't had a conversation, which, by the way, if you're not inside my $7 program, this is your personal invitation to actually get my help, whether you want to follow an organic strategy or whether you want to follow an ad strategy. I've just added 2 new courses inside the $7 program. One is called Video Momentum, which teaches you how to use videos like this and turn them into client attracting assets. And the other is my personal diversification framework. So how I've taken everything that I've done on Facebook and reached out on YouTube and using Google native ads and Google banner ads and Twitter ads and LinkedIn ads and all of that stuff, everything that I'm doing to grow my brand on other platforms. So if you're interested in that, go to adcoachingfor7.com. And you and I could be talking about what's best for you on our next group coaching calls, because yes, the $7 program even comes with group coaching calls. So I'll see you guys inside that program. And for the rest of you guys, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Video Marketing Secrets.